So we're here once again with Nathan Baker after today's 4-2 home win against Badshot Lea, third qualifying round of the FA Cup, through to the first round of the FA Cup in the Gallagher era, Maidstone United's women. How does that sound, Nathan?
Yeah, it sounds fantastic, I think it's testament to all the work that we put in this week. We have really put in a lot behind the scenes and these girls have been absolutely fantastic. The information they've took on, everything has just been an absolute plaudit to what they've done today. I think especially when we go behind early doors, the reaction was absolutely spot on, and the group that we've got here, that's exactly what they deserve. First round proper is a hell of a feeling, but is a fantastic feeling to be a part of.
Bringing it back to the first half, keep having this post-match with either yourself or Tory, it's keep getting pegged back. I mean, did say that it is a side that are 2 levels above us, not doing well in the league, but they've managed to get here by right in the cup as well. Your thoughts on that first half and where things could have played out a little bit differently for the Stones today?
Yeah, I think when we came in, we said it was one of those where we had so much of the ball again, and we've got into a real good habit of dominating the ball and looking after the ball. And I think that the 2 goals you end up seeing, the girls hit one from 40 yards out and it's ended up in the top corner, and the other one, we won't talk about the refereeing in bits and pieces, but we've had a drop ball go the other way and get caught, and that's something that we look at ourselves, because we know whether it gets given to us or not, our standards are better than that to get caught cold by something like that. But I think the reaction shows exactly what we're about, and it's at that point now where, like you said, they are 2 tiers above us, but I think we went blow for blow for not just 45 but 90 minutes. I thought we were matched them more than we could have asked for today.
Kylie getting another brace in the cup. I've already said to Tori she's saving the goals for the cup, but she's always up for the cup, isn't she? She's up for any game, is Kylie. Yeah. And a word on her 2 goals again this afternoon.
Yeah, I think she's been a model for a lot of the players in this team. She's someone that's done it at a higher level. She's now playing at that level now where she understands the game, and I think that helps us massively, and obviously just keeps chipping in with goals, especially in such important competitions. I'd love her to do it in both competitions, obviously, but if it means that we only get them in the FA Cup, I'll absolutely take that at the end of the day. And I just think she's exactly what you ask for in a player of that experience. She gives you everything you ask for in terms of her running, in terms of a ball looking after, her contributions off the pitch as well. She's fantastic to have in this group.
Talking of goals being chipped in, Ellie and Georgia both getting a strike each this afternoon. One a bit more nuanced than the other, we'll say. No disrespect to Georgia, we were saying to Tori, it's just got to go in.
Yeah.
And it has, and it's put the result beyond doubt there once that 2-goal lead has been achieved by the Stones this afternoon. Your thoughts on those 2 again this afternoon?
Yeah, so I think when we came out in the second half, it was more of being ruthless in what we were doing. We were struggling in the first half where we were having a lot of the ball, but when it got to the final third, we weren't quite clicking. And I think it just became a case of we just knew we needed to get that 3rd goal. And once it did come, we knew that we would then be able to settle ourselves and take the game away from them. I think for G, she doesn't stop. She's relentless. She's up and down all day. She listens to instructions. And I think after last week, where she finally got the ones that she's been waiting for, yes, I think it is now just a case of just keeping that train rolling. And Ellie speaks for herself. She is an absolute pit bull in the nicest way possible. She does not stop. She chases everything. She goes after everything. And I think when you've got someone like that who can also chip in with goals, I think it's pivotal for a team like this. You've got so many people you can rely on. The goals come from everywhere at this moment in time, and also everyone works. There's such an ethic at the moment, yeah, of everyone works for everyone, and I think that's something that's fantastic to see. Whether we're winning, we're scoring, whatever, the work rate and everything that goes on before the ball is fantastic to see.
Appreciation for all the work on the pitch, off the pitch. Another bumper crowd here watching the ladies this afternoon. Quick word on the fans here in attendance this afternoon at the Gallagher.
Yeah, I think we said at half time, we mentioned it as well, we find ourselves excited sometimes when we're playing and we hear all of the people that are here, and I think it gives you that extra push sometimes. I think especially when we did get pegged back to 2-2, there's that feeling that you've got so many people behind you, and the fact that so many people come out on a Sunday and take time out of their day to come and support us, it is massive, and we couldn't do it without them, and we thank them so much.
Cup game next round 3 weeks time, so the Cray game will get moved.
Yep.
Bring it to next weekend here home to Hollands and Blair. Your thoughts on the side. I've had a potentially difficult start so far this season. Obviously the last game we had last season was against them, so maybe some revenge in the air, but I presume the homework's done regardless of the feelings ahead of that one.
Always. I think we're in a really good place in terms of our preparation at the moment. There is, like you say, a lot that goes on behind the scenes to make sure that we are in a position to, when we get to a Sunday, go on the pitch and do what we need to do. No matter how their season started, anyone can beat anyone in this league, and I think it's having that mentality now that we've got to keep doing the same things. We've got to keep doing the same standards and keep doing the same things that we know work for us. Very similar to Glebe a couple of weeks ago when we did play. We start slowly, but once it clicks, it clicks. And I think it's just about now just making sure that it clicks a little bit earlier and we make games a little bit more comfortable for us and we show our class and our distance between us and the other teams. I think we really want to start putting a big gap between ourselves and the others and really showing what we can do this season.
We're looking forward to news of that draw on Monday. TNT Sports, 7 o'clock. Look out for everybody. We look forward to catching up with you again very soon, Biz.
Fantastic. Much appreciated. Thank you.